We continue in our journey through Shemona Esrei, and we find ourselves today in the bracha which asks for forgiveness. Selach Lanu avinu ki chatanu. Forgive us, our Father, for we have sinned. And this bracha, of course, is profound on many levels. First of all, in order to ask for forgiveness requires two things. Number one, a recognition. So many times in life we make mistakes and we try to explain them away, or we try to pretend like they never occurred, or we just simply try to go ahead and engage in cognitive dissonance, not recognizing or acknowledging that anything is wrong. The ability to ask for forgiveness requires a recognition that I've done things wrong. Secondly, Selach Lanu avinu ki chatanu, the request for forgiveness requires a certain sense of humility. Many times we just simply don't like to acknowledge our imperfections, our shortcomings, or our flaws. We don't like to acknowledge that we are not whole. The ability to ask for forgiveness requires humility. But the Chidar of Chaim David Azulai asks a very interesting question. He says, why does it have to say, Selach Lanu avinu ki chatanu? Forgive us, our Father, for we have sinned. Let it just say, Selach Lanu ki chatanu. Forgive us, for we have sinned. Why the mentioning of a father? And the Chida says something so beautiful. He says in life there are different types of authority figures. You could have a king, you could have a father, you could have a mother. So he says something amazing. He says, what's the difference between a king and a father, or a king and a parent? The halacha is, Melech shemachal al kvodo ein kvodo nimcha. The king does not have the right to forgive his honor. The honor of the king really belongs to God. The honor of the king belongs to the nation, and as such, a king does not have the ability or the right to forgo his honor. But a parent does. A mother and father is also owed honor. We have an obligation to honor our parents. Yet, what is the halacha? The Gemara says if a parent chooses to forgive that honor, it's okay. This happens all the time. We have a halacha that says that when a parent walks into the room, a child is supposed to stand up. Yet, many times our children don't do that, or we as children don't do that for our parents. So the Aruch HaShulchan explains that we assume that parents are mochel. Parents forgive this particular honor, because the honor of a parent belongs to the mother, belongs to the father. So because the honor belongs to them, they also have the right to forgive it. So of shemachal al kavodo kavodo nimchal. If a father chooses to forgive his honor, he has the ability to do so. Says the Chida, that's the meaning in the phrase. Selach lanu avinu ki chatanu. A person might say to themselves, I sinned against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I sinned against the King of Kings. There's no forgiveness for that. Melech shemachal al kavodo in kavodo nimchal. If the king wants to forgive his honor, he does not have the ability to do so. But says the Chida, Hashem is not only your king, but Hashem is your father. And av shemachal al kavodo kavodo nimchal. If a parent, if a father chooses to forgive his honor, he has the right to do so. We don't say, Selach Lanu ki chatanu. Forgive us. Because to ask the king for forgiveness may or may not be possible. Selach Lanu avinu ki chatanu. You're my father, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because you're my father, even though I've hurt you, and maybe I've offended you, maybe I've disrespected you, you have the ability to be mochel. You have the ability to forgive that honor, to forgive that trespass. You have the ability to forgive me. Sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu is our king, but when it comes to forgiveness, he does not interact with us as a king towards subjects. When it comes to forgiveness, he acts towards us as a father towards penitent children. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.